If you were to tell the people here, I want to make 10,000 a month online, they'd be like, duh. Yeah. So you're not a tree, bro. Fucking move. Honestly, if you're above the age of 23 and you haven't made at least 1 million yet, the fuck have you been, when you've been jacking off playing video games? Like, bro, I haven't even been trying that hard. So I'm 16 years old right now. I feel lost. I feel like I don't have time. Yeah, catch up on that. Right? If you're 16, you haven't made at least 100,000. That's a realistic target. What are you doing?
Well guys, it looks like we are back yet again with one of the biggest swole cows and goobers on the internet right now, and probably the only man to date that is in the alpha male universe that could pull off being in a damn Soul Glow commercial. And that's right, you already know who this is with that zesty ass wink and just a fruity fresh hairstyle. We are of course talking about good old Vincent Fischer. And you see, it has been quite some time since the last time we talked about good old Vincent, mainly due to, Wes completely losing his mind this week, and due to King Azule making me think that he was also about to start getting unique in the hair department. But it seems that Vincent was just starting to get desperate for attention again, because he has now hopped right back on his bullshit. And the last time that we covered good old Vince, he was trying to get as much attention as he could for buying his brand new supercar, which was apparently $3.5 million. And he was specifically just really proud about the fact that he was apparently the only 22-year-old in the world to have a car like this. Now, I have absolutely no idea how true that claim really is, but I know one thing is for damn sure, and that is the fact that he used this car to sell as many courses as he possibly could and has been continuing to do so. And in the time that we hadn't covered him, he went ahead and even made a YouTube video mainly about this car, stating that he bought it. And in that video, it was the typical bullshit where he literally decided to start it off by just trying to push his little coaching program. And in it, he basically used the example that since he has this car, you just need to go ahead and sign up right this instant so that you can also take it to the next level. And he of course ended up doing this before proceeding to do some next level self-glazing. I'm talking glazing levels that we just have not seen before. And he basically sat there just trying to flex non-stop, where he ended up flexing so hard that he even flexed the fact that his girl was a gold digger.
I don't even drive this car. That's the main reason we're buying the hypercar in the first place. It's too loud. I don't know, it feels a little bit too attainable, and we gotta step it up a notch. Guys, you're either growing or you're dying, right? I never wanna backtrack, I only wanna get better. So that's why we got what we got. We're gonna go say what's up to my girl real quick. What are your thoughts on having the best man in the world that buys you diamond pink Urus's, Chanel bags, and is buying a $3.5 million hypercar?
Hello, I like money.
And I just want to go ahead and say that her answer was not that much different from that right there, because her only response was her saying I love it, instead of saying that she loves him or just trying to honor or back him up to any extent. She legit just only says that I love it.
I love it.
When in reality, what she really loves is all of the material and all that money. And this video then just proceeded to carry on with Vincent doing his normal yapping while he's driving around in the car. And it was nothing new that we hadn't seen, but I will note it did have whatever in the actual fuck this was right here. And yeah, after Vince got done coming all over his steering wheel and dashboard, the video then went on to end after he bought the car. And it was honestly just a glaze fest almost the entire time, and was basically just a really big ad. An ad where this man got absolutely demolished in the comments section. We are talking people were just straight up flaming his shit for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but you get the point. Where we had people talking about how this is not real, or this guy has been 22 for about 5 years. Or comments like, why is bro so skinny and buff at the same exact time? And all of the comments were just a variety of these right here, with two of my personal favorites being LOL, what the hell is going on with his face movements? Is he about to have a stroke? And this dude is built like a golf ball on a tee. So as you could tell, the comments were just putting in some downright crazy work. And there were also a couple just saying that he was renting the car. And this seems to be something that Vince takes really personal, because he always responds to it damn near every single time when someone hits him with this comment. And he has even made videos trying to address it all. So it must really affect the ego. And after all the backlash and gooberish behavior, I guess that Vince just had enough because he hadn't uploaded another YouTube video after this, but instead went back to his normal Instagram grift, where he is not only out here posting some goofy ass videos like this one right here, which, you know, I do have to give credit for, whether it was intentional or not. The man is pretty funny at times with shit like this. And if he would just focus on, you know, being funny and just being himself instead of acting like this alpha male tough guy to sell courses, then I honestly think that he could have some really solid content. But instead, good old Vince decided he was going to go right back to grifting, and must be getting kinda desperate since he apparently spent so much money on that car, because he is now also hiring for his team so he can get more people making phone calls trying to get people to just sign up, and has been going hard on videos like this one right here, where he's basically doing an ad for his free training, which is literally him just flexing and glazing, because I actually took a look at it, and he always just ends up saying some random goofy shit like halfway through these.
I'd rather learn from somebody that legitimately makes you money, right? This is yesterday's revenue, and then we have last month, same day, 30,000. Those are brokey numbers. Anyways, guys, 3 years ago, I started in the exact same boat as a lot of you guys. Normal kid, no real skill sets, just a passion for the gym and working out, and there weren't me's online. There weren't guys making millions of dollars from fitness, right? I just started with an idea and I ran with it. I started with low ticket PDFs, switched to high ticket coaching, invested in business mentors, content mentors, sales mentors, and I put together an exact system anybody can use to build a 6 to 7 figure online coaching business in less than 12 months, right? If you want access to the same exact framework that took me from having no skill sets, no diploma, no advantages, to becoming a multi-millionaire living in Miami, right? 4 million in cars, penthouse. I'm not here to flex or flash on you guys, but tap the link down below. I'll teach you the exact framework and system so that you can do the same exact thing, possibly in a shorter time frame. I didn't have it me. Let's get it.
And yeah, he's not here to flex on you guys, but go ahead and tap the link down below, and he's gonna show you his entire car inventory, and is gonna talk about how he did all of this at only the age of 22, and you need to catch up, before just spamming the ever-living shit out of you with apparent client wins, which is something that he doesn't even need you to click the link to do, because he's also been running these little ads like this one right here, where he's out here playing the supposed client win on a conference call, before immediately turning it into another goofy ass ad.
Oh, I remember talking to Veronica like September 1st. I was like, this is gonna be, this is gonna be my first 10K month. This is gonna be my first 10K month. And bro, it's September 19th, and between the both of us, we're at 13.
Bro,
so from working a 9 to 5 last fucking month, of making what between both of us.
What's going on, boys? So I've been a little bit under the weather, but as you guys saw in the last story, that's my guy Luis. Now, him and his girlfriend Veronica joined the community 1 month ago. And 19 days into this month, they're up $13,000. That's 2/3 of the way through the month. They're already past 10,000. I always say the most expensive thing is the knowledge and information you don't have. How much is it costing you to not know how to make 10,000 a month? If we do the math, 10,000 a month times 12 months, you're losing 120,000 a year that you would be making if you had the correct information. This is how successful people think. We don't just think about what we're losing in spending. We think about what we're losing in income if we did have the right information. So listen, if you're in that before boat, you're working 9 to 5, you love the gym and have a passion for fitness, and you want to learn how to build a 6 to 7 figure online coaching business in 2025, tap the link down below. I put together a free training that's going to show you how, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this up. So give it a watch and I'll see you.
And yeah, you get the idea. He's going to say and do anything to go ahead and get you to sign up. And of course, he's got to let you know that it's a limited time and he doesn't know how long he'll have it. And just for good measure, he makes sure to throw in there that it's limited spots only and it's going fast, which I highly doubt it is actually limited spots. And I highly doubt it is going fast. But hey, there are a lot of desperate desperate people who would fall for something like this on the internet. And to me personally, it really feels unauthentic and ingenuine, and he's always doing this car salesman-like pitch. Now, I'm sure he has actually helped a few people make a good amount of money, but what I'm really concerned about is the large amount of people that have probably lost a lot of money by just paying this goober and talking with his little employees on the phone calls that he's been hiring. And on top of that, I am worried about how he taught the people who did make money how to actually make that money. Because if it's just turning more coaches into coaches who create coaches, then it's pretty much just a pyramid scheme at that point. And after all of this, Vincent also decided that he was going to do one of the classic alpha male Q&As, which he hasn't done in quite some time, and I thought was going to end up lasting a good amount of time since he started it off like this right here.
Yo, what's going on, boys? I haven't done one of these in a while, but we got an hour before meeting, so hit me with any questions up above, whether it's about business, fitness, life, anything controversial, hit me.
But in reality, he must have got a ton of troll comments, or just unserious ones, because he only answered 3 of them, and the first one was just asking how old he is, because he says he's 22, but the man looks like he's in his 30s.
So how old are you guys? Nobody believes me when I say I'm 22. People are like, bro looks 35, he's been 22 5 years. Guys, I actually just turned 22 a few months ago. Birthday, June 13th, 2003. And honestly, if you're above the age of 23 and you haven't made at least 1 million yet, the fuck have you been, when you've been jacking off playing video games? Like, bro, I haven't even been trying that hard. I wake up at 1, 2 p.m., go on my laptop, press a few buttons. Guys, getting rich is easy if you're not a dumbass.
And of course, this question must have pissed him off, because he then felt the need to go on that little rant right there about how if you're not a millionaire by the age of 23, then you're apparently a loser who is just sitting there playing video games and jacking off. And you could just sense the little bit of saltiness because of the douche act that he then put on, before just referring to everyone as dumbasses, because he's not even trying that hard. So we were already on the bullshit right out of the gate, but he then got another question where he just continued his loads of horse shit.
So how do you motivate yourself to go to the gym 4 times a week? Guys, 4 times. 4? Guys, the thing is, I wake up in a penthouse to my Russian model handing me coffee. I have 4.5 million in cars downstairs, unlimited status, and I'm still trying harder than most people. If you don't have any of these things, and you're not more motivated than ever to actually be seen, to not be invisible and unimportant, then I can't help you. Guys, the truth is, the more shit you get, the easier it is to become less motivated. But if you're not motivated with nothing, it's just natural selection, bro. I can't help you.
And the craziest part about this one is, I don't even think that was a troll comment. I think bro was genuinely trying to ask, and he just got the most dickhead response that he possibly could have. He was more mean on this response than he was to the guy trolling him about his age. And he really hit him with it's just natural selection. Like, this is just some crazy work right here. And he decided he was then gonna round it off with some more crazy statements about a guy who said, I'm 16 and I'm worried I don't have anything and I'm lost. And Vince just responded like a complete asshole again.
So I'm 16 years old right now. I feel lost. I feel like I don't have time. Yeah, catch up, my nigga. Anyways, guys, this Flynn right here is 17 years old, making $100,000 a month. Just moved into a Miami penthouse. Just bought a C8 cash. And that's not even my best testimonial, right? If you're 16, you haven't made at least 100,000. That's a realistic target. What are you doing?
So clearly, at this point, the man is even being a dickhead to his own fans. And it's not even helpful information. You're just hitting them with, you haven't made enough money, so you're basically a loser, when the man is 16. And it's actually just some insane work right here. I don't even know the purpose of doing this. A 16-year-old isn't even gonna have the money to sign up for your bullshit, unless his parents just have it like that. And this is just where he ended the Q&A. So it was literally just 3 questions, where he was just being a jerk to him. And he then decided to go on this little rant here, where it was just the typical Vincent Fischer bullshit.
Yo, so boys, I made a story yesterday pretty much explaining the term realistic is subjective to your surroundings, right? So if your entire friend group works 9 to 5 and makes minimum wage and you tell them you want to make $10,000 a month online, what are they going to say? Bro, be realistic, bro. You really think the online thing's going to work? It's a method. Because their reality is being a slave and a robot, right? But if you were to change your surroundings and move to a place like Miami, where there's $50 million yachts from your penthouse view, there's $500,000 cars every 3 cars. If you were to tell the people here, I want to make $10,000 a month online, they'd be like, duh. Yeah. So you're not a tree, bro. Move, right? If you have a friend group that's not making shit and they're not willing to change, Get a friend group that does make money. If you're in a city where there's not a lot of money, move to a city where there's money. And as soon as you change your surroundings, you can change your reality. That's the #1 wealth creation strategy.
And yeah, good old Vincent's advice is to go ahead and just move to Miami, where you can just look at all the yachts from your penthouse view. And it's really just him trying to convince more people to sign up, because right after this, he ran another 4 ads for the day. And it's all just him basically saying what he has to convince you that it's a good idea to give him money. But with all that said, I think this is the perfect place to end it. And this guy has just been desperate with all the ads he's running, so I just had to cover it. So if you enjoyed, please drop the sub and the like, and I'm out. Watching Vincent Fischer continue to embarrass himself. In peace.
Yo, so boys, we're headed out of the dealership right now. We just picked up the car. We got one problem though. I mean, boys, I go to open this and it looks like there's not much trunk storage. I mean, I guess you don't buy a $3.5 million car for trunk storage, but you know what they say, success is uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been in a Lambo in traffic, you know what that means. But guys, we're gonna have to squeeze it in there.